Welcome to Dogwood Initiative's Speed Geek session on supporter engagement. I'm Matt Takach from Dogwood. We're based in Victoria, BC, Canada. I'm going to talk about a simple yet powerful way to track your supporters' engagement with your organization and your campaigns using a framework that Groundwire developed for Salesforce.com CRM. Dogwood Initiative has grown relatively fast over the last 5 years. We've gone from about 2,700 supporters back in 2007 to over 120,000 supporters in our database today. What we're trying to do with our engagement strategy is to try to reach as many people as possible, and then to try to get those people to take increasingly more effective actions to influence decision making in British Columbia. What we're trying to do with those people is to try to, those folks, get them to take higher level actions like donating, phone banking, canvassing, and really trying to figure out how we can maximize our limited staff resources to do that. With such a big pool of supporters and limited staff resources, we need to be able to figure out a way to identify the lowest hanging fruit in terms of supporters that are most ready to help us with those more challenging actions like I described there. That's where the engagement pyramid framework comes into play. We worked with Groundwire to develop this for our Salesforce database. It really helps us identify who within our supporter universe is really ripe for taking those higher level actions. So what the pyramid does is it sort of rank orders from easiest at the bottom to hardest different actions. So maybe signing a petition would be lower down, yet coming out and phone banking or canvassing would be something that would be more difficult and show more engagement with the organization. Using this strategy and implementing a strategy like this really allows us to sift through our supporter list in a strategic way, and helps us track relationships with supporters both online and offline. So, a little bit about the development of the framework. First, we had to make sure we had clearly articulated how exactly our organization brings about change in the world. So we made sure that we went back to our theory of change and sort of freshened that up. Who are the people that are going to help us bring forward the change that we're looking to achieve in British Columbia and in Canada? And what can those people do for us to help move that vision forward? So then we took all those various things that people can do and all those people and slotted them into this long list and shortened it and made sure we got the best picture of the various things that people can do for us to move forward that theory from, like I said before, signing up to our email list or showing up to an action event. So sort of ranking from easiest to hardest down at the bottom. This classification is really based on effort and level of engagement. So this is a look at our pyramid. We can now, based on the framework that we've developed, really segment our supporters in Salesforce based on these criteria and really craft communications and actions in such a way that reaches out to the right people to ask them to take actions that fit with their history. Here's a quick look under the hood. This is a contact record in Salesforce. This shows an engagement level of 4. It means this person's taken a number of actions and probably made some financial contributions as well. Here's a report out of Salesforce. It's filtered at this point by engagement level. It's showing our supporters at level 4, and we're getting ready to send these people a fundraising appeal. So the next steps for Dogwood in this work is really shoring up our on-the-ground infrastructure to make sure that we can track real-world actions by our supporters and make sure we get those into Salesforce. It's quite easy to track online actions. It's fairly automated, but stuff that's happening in the real world, which is what you really want to know about, which helps populate the top part of your pyramid, is stuff that's harder to track, requires some paper-based systems and human resources getting in line with the database systems. So our goal going forward is to move people from the bottom of the pyramid and try to get them further up the pyramid to take higher level actions and influence decision making in British Columbia. Thanks so much.